What? I'm an oldies person, and also that's a tape that I need to keep track on so I don't lose my spot. Ba 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 da 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 Here's 3. Wait, what? Anyway, what our topic is today is cassettes. Now we're talking. Yeah, anyway. So, cassettes, for some reason it's actually Pantera. I don't know why it's Pantera. Anyway, what the fuck ever. Anyway, so cassettes, you can clearly see that I love cassettes. What is all this crap? I love cassettes. Ludwig, Ludwig van Beethoven. Feels like I've had more. Oh, this. Ooh, the drifting planets. I recorded this one. Anyway, so you can see I have a lot. What is this 120-minute one? Ah, sucker! Do I got the right to destroy this? Do I got the right to destroy this? You religious nuts. No. I'm not a man god. Anyway. I should look for that. I really should look for that one, but I don't know where it went. CBS. Wait, what? Pantera. Trisov. Shavinsky. No mistake. This might be the one I'm thinking of. I don't know what this one is. I never. The fuck was that all about? Ba dun 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 dun. Then I got another Beethoven Nash. Dun 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 down 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 bam 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 down down. Ow. Dun 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 dun. What's this one? cover. Okay. So let me find my tape recorder.
Sign-offs.
No!
History
No!
time.
No!
History.
There will be a history time, but I gotta find never mind, I found it. The show continues on. History time. Again. Anyway, the first type of music format was a phonogram, which was the earliest known device for recording sound. The person that made it was called Edward Leon Scott de Martinville, a printer and bookseller by trade. And the first recording was this. And don't be warned, it kind of is a little bit could be a little bit disturbing to some people. Yeah. We'll go back onto that in a little bit, but I will tell you it's Edward Leon Scott de Martinville, or the inventor, singing Eau Claire de la Lune. Oh wait. But that's not what we're talking about. What we know mostly is records, 8 tracks, cassettes, and hey, we don't acknowledge that picture. Neither that one. And compact discs. But what we're talking about today is cassettes. Often mistaken with 8 tracks. I don't got an 8 track, so deal with it. Cassettes or cassette tapes or cassettes were invented in 1930. No, never mind. My mistake. What? Were invented in 1964. For some reason, this is Pantera. From that day forward, cassette tapes have been still nobody acknowledges that one. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Where is it? They have been continually being made. But that should become a song. But in the early years, sound quality was mediocre, but it improved dramatically by the early 1970s, which put the 8-track to shame. Why me? Yeah, which was the death of the 8-track. And kept improving. The compact cassette went on to becoming a popular and re-recordable alternative to the 12-inch vinyl long play during the late 1970s. They eventually, during the 1980s, the cassettes popularity grew further as a result of portable pocket recorders. Portable pocket recorders. I said that right? Yeah. And high fidelity, hi-fi players such as Sony Walkman, 1959. Like the Transitor, I don't know what that is, in 1950s and 1960s. The portable CD player, I had one before, in the 1990s, the MP3 player in the 2000s. Though it's not mine, here's a good example. Though I do actually have one. Even though you could call this also a MP4, but the Walkman defined portable music market of the decade. In its case, the 1980s, with cassette sales overtaking those of long plays. Goodbye, long plays. Long plays, long plays, long plays. Total vinyl record sales remained higher well into the 1980s due to greater sales of singles, although cassette singles achieved popularity for the period of 1990. Basically. But then came sadly their decline. And I love these things! That's why I have so many of them. Now where was I? Oh no! Pirated tapes! Oh no! Let's see this actually before I do that. Between 1985 and 1992, cassette tape was most popular format. It's the most popular format in the UK, and wealthy record labels experimented with innovative packaging designs. A designer during the era explained, "There was so much money in the industry at the time. We could try anything. We could try anything with design." End quote. Until 2005, cassettes remained the dominant medium for purchasing and listening to music in some developing countries, but compact disc, CD, technology had superseded the compact cassette in the vast majority of music markets throughout the world by this time. I'm gonna murder you. You don't ever ruin. You don't ever ruin cassette tapes again! Actually, I still think they're both relevant. Go die in a hole, pop music. Decline. In Western Europe and North America, the market of cassettes declined sharply after its peak in the late 1980s. It's particularly noticeable with the pre-recorded cassettes. Actually, wait. I'm actually going to get out a good example because I know it's going to happen. Perfect. Not exactly the one, but I have Use Your Illusion 1 that got destroyed. This is particularly, the sales were often overtaken by those of CDs during the early years. In 1993, the annual shipments of CD players had began reaching, 5 million, up 21% before blah 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 continued. And in 2001, cassettes counted for only 4% of all the music sold. Further decline occurred. Very retailers shocking them because they are no longer used the major music labels. Sales of cassettes remain popular for specific applications such as car radio and telephone answering machines, which is good. They still are. While digital voice recorders are now common, compact cassettes or microcassettes recorders recorders may be cheaper and of sufficient quality to serve as adjuncts or substitutes for note-taking in business and educational settings. Audiobooks, church services, and other spoken word material are sold frequently on cassettes. And lower fidelity generally is not a drawback for such content. And some people prefer the convenience of the tape controls for rewinding to repeat a missed passage. Now, most publishers sell CD audiobooks, so they usually offer a cassette version at the same price. In audiobooks, among the last in the developed countries to leave the cassette formats are artists and groups belonging to the dance band genre, many of whom still in the early 2000s had released their albums both to CD. I'm not that good at these. And let me find it. Cassettes. The Drifting Planets. The Drifting Planets. Since many of their fans are now older, they often belong to a generation less interested in buying a CD player. However, from the genre, fewer artists release their recordings on cassettes. Well, I do. Jerks. Lasse Stenfans and Torgny Melons released their latest albums to both cassettes and CDs. Holy crap, this is gonna be a long episode. On the good note, though, while cassettes are related to 2000, here we go. Thurston Moore claimed in 2009, "I only listen to cassettes." I love you, brother. In 2009-10, Botswana-based Diamond Studios announced plans for establishing a plan to mass-produce cassettes in a bid to combat piracy. Piracy? How? One more time. It don't like my ear. Okay, it's okay. South Korea, in recent years, the combat disc has seen a revival. Yay! With independent record labels, indie labels, like, for example, Jim Guthrie, preferring to issue releases in this format due to its low cost and the difficulty in sharing tape music over the internet. Underground and DIY do-it-yourself communities release regularly and sometimes exclusively on cassette format. That's basically it. Now let's talk about the thing itself. This is a standard cassette tape. Cassette tape. This is a standard recordable cassette tape. D60. That's how long it can record on your site. 60 minutes. Anyway, you got your two sides, your standard two sides, A and B. Side, you do this. It goes around and around and around and around and around round and around, because that's the data right there. And when in this right here is how you record. See this thing? This thing right here? That's the place where you record on. When you speak, the data that comes into the microphone goes onto that thing, goes onto here, the data giver, and it puts the data that it collected onto here. Pretty neat stuff, if I do say so myself. Here's your standard buttons, your fast forward. It's not Roman in it. Your rewind, your stop, your play, your stop, and your record. Crap. Your record. Your record. Oh, son of a. Your record. Oh, son of a. Your record. Oh, Claire de la Lune. Oh, Claire de la Lune. Oh, how much that I love you. I think that's how it goes, don't you? That's basically it. That's it for this episode. You don't really see that much of an editor. Well then, goodbye.